Let's talk about a problem that is super embarrassing, well, unless you're married or in a committed relationship where Dutch ovens are considered a loving torment, which Erica does consider that very much, and she's right over there.
Right.
That problem is protein fats, and it is a shameful reality for fit people all over the world. But why does this happen? Can we improve the situation, and can we stop them from happening? Well, first, let's get down to the stinky truth about why protein fats happen. Now, we know that a protein molecule is made up of amino acids. If we pretend for a minute that a protein molecule is a house, amino acids would be the cinder blocks that make up the house. So when you eat protein, it is broken down into these amino acids and then into their final byproducts. As you can see here in this picture of a general amino acid molecule, they contain nitrogen. So when you eat more protein, you produce more nitrogen as a byproduct, and your body has to release this somehow. For example, some of the nitrogen is released as ammonia in your urine, and some is released when you fat. So it is very simple, guys. More protein equals more nitrogen, which equals more fats. The other piece and stinky part of this story is that protein is harder for your body to break down, and this becomes more of a problem when you eat a lot of protein because you are overloading your body with all this extra work to do. When your body gets overloaded, it might not completely break down or digest the protein, and that causes a lot of your nasty fat episodes. What happens is that these proteins are not fully broken down by your stomach, and they end up in your small intestines and colon. These guys are not designed to handle this, and all this extra material creates a breeding ground for bacteria to grow. The material sits and putrefies or rots, and all the bacteria create these bad byproducts that cause the very stinky fats amongst other side effects. The third piece of this equation is that you could have some underlying conditions that could be contributing to your excess gas, such as you could be intolerant to some foods or have medical issues with your digestive system. Now that you know how this works, let's talk about how you can minimize or eliminate your stinky fat situation. I have to remind you that not everyone is equal, and something that might cause you major gas might not do anything to other people. So my advice is to try some of these things to figure out what is causing your individual problem. Number 1, if you are fighting a lot, stinky or not stinky, you want to minimize the gas in your system. If we are not willing to cut way back on protein, at least we can minimize other ways that gas or air might get into our system. You can reduce the air you ingest by not drinking a lot of carbonated drinks, by not chewing gum, not smoking, and not shaking your protein shakes too much. All that froth is air that is going inside you with your shake, so shake it just enough to dissolve the protein. Number 2, change the type of protein you're using. Protein powders can be bought as a concentrate, isolate, or hydrolysate. The concentrate has lactose, which a lot of people have a hard time processing. Actually, a significant part of the population is lactose intolerant, and this could be causing your gas issues. So try a protein isolate or hydrolysate, which pretty much have zero lactose and are easier for your body to break down. I personally use Synthesix Isolate by BSN. Number 3, instead of adding milk to your protein powder, try almond milk, soy milk, or water. When you consume protein with lactose and fat from the milk, you are creating a tough mix for your body to deal with, which could be causing your butt explosions. Almost had that with a straight face. Number 4, watch for sugar alcohols. Sugar alcohols are carbohydrates that the body doesn't completely absorb or metabolize, so they don't count as carbs. Because of this, they are used in a lot of high-protein products since they add the taste without the calories. Because they are not completely metabolized, they cause bad gas and even diarrhea in some people, while others don't have any problems at all. So try removing them from your diet to see if that is the problem. Sugar alcohols will appear on food labels with the following names, such as sorbitol, mannitol, xylitol, and some other similar names, and it's pretty easy to spot them on a product's label. Number 5, when eating, eat your protein first. When digesting protein, your body uses enzymes and hydrochloric acid, and the acid is a very important part of the process. Now let's say you're at a restaurant and you get some salad before your meal. Your body will release the hydrochloric acid when you ingest food, not knowing you do not need acid to digest a salad. So what happens is that you just wasted a bunch of your acid, and when the steak finally comes, you do not have enough to completely break down the protein. The result is partially digested protein, which we already saw is a recipe for disaster. If you are having gas issues, try prioritizing your protein on your meals by eating them first. Another option is to buy supplements that will provide you with the acid you need. A very well-known one is betaine hydrochloride and can be found in vitamin stores. But let me remind you to always consult with your doctor or nutritionist before buying supplements. Number 6. Take enzymes as supplements. There are a lot of options in health food stores that will help with the acid balance and will help you process food better. Enzymes will also help you with the absorption of macronutrients, so you are utilizing more of that precious protein you're eating. Now, when you are looking for an enzyme supplement, make sure you get something that has a variety of enzymes to digest all 3 types of macronutrients: protein, carbs, and fat. Here's an example of a good label with enzymes to break down protein, carbs, fats, fiber, and even lactose. Number 7. Eat your fiber. Fiber helps move things along in your digestive tract, which helps with healthy digestion and less gas. A high-protein, low-carb diet is a recipe for constipation because most of the fiber is in carb foods. Pay attention to this, but make sure you start increasing the amount of your fiber you eat slowly. A drastic change from a low fiber to a high fiber diet will also make you bloated and fat like crazy. Number 8, like I mentioned before, you can create an environment in your digestive tract that causes bad bacteria to grow and take over the good bacteria, which will lay the foundation for super stinky fats. Now, you can help your fat situation by helping the growth of good bacteria in your GI tract by either eating probiotic rich or fermented foods like yogurt, kefir, sauerkraut, or by taking a probiotic supplement. When buying probiotics, I am more worried about the types or strains of bacteria instead of the amount. Companies are trying to get you to buy their probiotics with big numbers on the label like 30 billion or 50 billion, but studies cannot prove that more is better. Instead, make sure your probiotics contain the most important strains that will give you the most bang for your buck. And here they are. The first one is Lactobacillus acidophilus. This one helps nutrient absorption and is important for digestion of dairy. Bifidobacterium longum. This one is a toxin cleaner and will protect your gut wall. Bifidobacterium bifidum. This one is important for dairy digestion, but is also critical for breakdown of complex carbohydrates, fat, and protein. Another thing you should think about is that probiotics are live bacteria. For them to work, the bacteria needs to get into your stomach alive. So look for an expiration date, information on the packaging, delivery system of the bacteria to your stomach, and information guaranteeing the quality through the expiration date. So here are some good examples of some headlines you should find on your probiotic products. Delayed release vegetable capsules help ensure more friendly probiotics reach your intestinal tract. Quality, purity, and potency guaranteed through expiration. And shelf-stable potency promise. What we promise is what you get. 50 billion live probiotic cultures shipped in a desiccant-lined bottle to help ensure your probiotics arrive alive and stay alive. And now here's an example of a good label with all the main strains mentioned, so quickly pause the video if you want to get a closer look. There you have it, guys. Hopefully this gives you some things to try so you can stop clearing out rooms and get your farting under control. Just do yourself a favor and try one of these methods at a time so you know which one works best for you. Now, for those of you who are looking for a full program to build muscle and strength that can be done stinky fats and all, check out my 12-week shredded transformation challenge. I'll put a link down in the info section below, and I'll also put a link to my high-protein food line, True Gains. High-protein pasta, oatmeal, granola, chips, and protein bars that taste great and are also packed with good amounts of fiber. Be sure to hit that like button, click subscribe, leave your comments and questions below, and as always, more good stuff coming soon. See you guys.